Hey, how's it going there, kiddos? As promised, here is your question and answer segment of the show. Yeah. All right, we got a few questions people sent in. To everyone that did, I really do appreciate it. And without further ado, we're just going to kind of go down the list. Commander Fox asks, men. Yes, men are a thing. Men are a thing. Leroy asks, Transformers. Transformers are also a thing. I don't know. I mean, I like the first movie. I don't know a lot about Transformers, so I'm not super into them. Someone a little cooler than me could talk to you about Transformers, unfortunately. Love Slug asked, other video essayists that inspire you. Oh, that is a long list. When I first started the channel, I was doing movie reviews, and I was very heavily inspired by Cynical Reviews and Cosmonaut Variety Hour, which, if you know anything about movie review channel drama, they are on like polar opposites of the spectrum. But in terms of like editing, design, kind of like writing style, also very heavily inspired by those two guys. Then like a few other videos were kind of like inspired by ideas talked about by different creators, like the Amboy video. I think Nick Crowley was probably a big inspiration for that one, on kind of like how to format it. And Nakey Jakey was for two different videos, life advice, and then the video talking about like movies and video games, or video game adaptations of movies that aren't like the cash cow sort of things. Both of those were inspired by Nakey Jakey, and the starting of the icebergs was inspired just by I was just watching a lot of them. I was like, this seems like a really fun type of video to do. Currently, I guess you could say, if you wanted to say my what inspires me now in terms of like format and editing, it would be Windigoon, Dan Tavius, Accessible Funky, and Anna Isabel. I think all four of those channels are really great. You should go watch all of them if you don't. I've just kind of really, I just kind of like the idea, and I like the simple format of just sit in the room and talk about it. And so that's what kind of all those channels do. And I was like, well, I feel like if I can be somewhat as witty and confident as them, anyone can do it. No, Duolingo is a channel that helped inspire the Creepypasta series. And by help inspire, I just kind of ripped his idea, but it's okay because he's just a lot better than me, and his channel is really awesome. Go watch him too. So that is, I guess you could say, that is who inspired me. And yeah, inspired, as weird as that sounds. Flamethrower asked, how do you pick the topics for your videos? That was a very good question. To put simply, I think it's neat, I think it's interesting, and I want to talk about it. I started, if you look far back enough in my catalog, I've either deleted or hid most of the videos now. But, you'll find a few movie reviews. I started this channel because I wanted to talk about movies. I had no one to talk about movies with, and I wanted to talk about movies, so I figured I'll just shout into the void about movies, and hopefully someone will listen. I found out very quickly, I don't like talking about movies, and I'm not good at making good videos about talking about movies. I did not like what I was making. And then I did the video on Amboy, and I did a video talking about creepypastas that I like. But as for picking my topics, yeah, but I did the first creepypasta video. I did the Amboy video, and I realized I had a lot more fun doing those than I did making the, movie reviews. So then I started doing those, and then obviously started doing the iceberg stuff. And I still just, I went based off of, kept the same mindset of, this is really neat, this is really cool, it's something I want to talk about, I have no one to talk about it with. So I just shout it into the void, and hopefully someone responds. That's kind of my mindset with this whole thing, is I just want to talk about neat things that I think are neat and other people should know about. That's why, it's a weird set of videos. Like I said, it's videos on life advice I wish I got when I was about 18, 19 years old. It's me talking about a one-eyed Canadian that liberated town in World War II. It's, the Olympic marathon. Hang on, I can't even remember what all my video... Yeah, that's why I just talked about conspiracy theories that I thought were true. It's why you know, it's literally just random stuff that I want to talk about and I have no one to talk about it with. And so I just want to ramble to you guys, and hopefully there's a conversation that can be had some way, somehow. That is how I pick my topics for my videos. I just think it's neat and want to talk about it, so I talk about it to you guys. As for the icebergs, same thing. It's something that I know I'm knowledgeable in, and like it's a topic that interests me. Like case in point, the current one's the urban legend iceberg. So I know urban legends. I like urban legends. I think they're fun and neat. So that's why I'm doing that right now. And our last question, also from Commander Fox. What inspired you to start making YouTube videos? And also, I love your content. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate my content. I'm thankful for anyone that does. What inspired me to start making videos? It's very simple. I found YouTube when I was like 10 years old, back in like 2007. And I immediately fell in love with the idea of the platform. I fell in love with the idea just you make videos and you throw them online for people to watch. And like you do it for fun. I still have that 2007 mindset of YouTube's not a job, it's a hobby. That's probably gonna hinder me at some point if like people are like, oh well, you gotta turn this into a career. It's a hobby. But I've been wanting to make YouTube videos basically since I found out what YouTube was. It was just a lack of not having the resources, or like, just the resources and a computer that was capable of like editing, and not having editing software, cameras, stuff like that, And it was when I was the 2019. I had some excess money laying around. I had a lot of free time, and I was watching a lot of movies. I was watching a lot of YouTube like content about movies. Case in point, I was watching YMS, Mr. G, Man of the Jedi, Cynical Reviews, Cosmonaut Ride Hour, Cinema Snacks, or whatever the guy that's like the pizza. I can't remember what his channel's named, but I was watching a lot of that, and I was like, I kind of want to talk about movies, so I'm gonna talk about movies. And so I was like, I just bought like some cheap recording software online, went and bought like a shitty little headset, and made my first video. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this a shot, and I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. And that's still the mindset I have. It's just, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. I've been wanting to do it for years. I finally had the means to get the stuff I needed to do it, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. I mean, worst case scenario, I say I have a fun little hobby that some people online enjoy. Best case scenario, I can say, yeah, no, this like pays my rent and my bills. I just have like a normal 9-to-5 job just to like get out of the house. With that is all the questions we get, and I really appreciate anyone and everyone that takes their time to listen to me ramble, to send questions, leave comments, like the videos, actually watch the videos. It's super appreciated, and I love each and every single one of you so much. And with that, I say thank you and have a good day. I love you. Bye. And before we go, next video is going to be Amboy Redux, and then next part of the iceberg for urban legends. And I don't know what we're doing after that yet. I haven't found my next topic to ramble about. So with that being said, I love you. Bye. Have a good day.